Hey y'all. All right, just making sure that we are rocking and rolling. Okay, awesome. All right, y'all, welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. So this is going to be a collective reading, and then in between, as folks show up and are interested, they can, y'all can get personal readings, okay? So the way we're gonna do it tonight is I'm gonna just start off with a collective reading, and then if you would like a reading done, I have a pinned comment explaining how to do that. Super simple. Basically, as you come in, just take a peek at my disclaimers, okay? They're all down in the description box. And then that way you will kind of have an idea of how we do things. And that way we're all on the same page, okay? So check the disclaimers before you get a reading from me. That way you know what's up. And then also, we're doing readings for $5 a reading tonight, and it's a one-question reading. And if you want a follow-up question, that's totally cool. I'll do that for half, okay? So if you want a follow-up question, we'll do it for $2.50, okay? So we're just jumping in. So if you're just joining us, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and we'll start with a collective reading as always with my live streams. Just as kind of the overarching message, and then I'll take questions kind of as people come in. So, let's go and get started. Thanks, y'all. Happy to be back. It's been a little minute, but we're here. We're ready to go. Happy Saturday. All right. And also, I cannot see with my streaming software, I can't see if there's folks in here or not. So if you're in here, just say hi. We love to hear from our viewers. When I say we, I mean me. So, all right, awesome. We've got all the settings are good to go. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. All right. So, thank you so much, Spirit, for your divine messages and guidance. We are deeply grateful, and we know we couldn't do this without you. Would you please help guide the collective spirit for their highest good, and please bless us and protect us as we move forward into this reading. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. Thank you, Spirit. Any messages for the collective? Any messages for the collective? Messages for the collective, Spirit. Okay, a message that's coming through is, wow, please keep in mind, okay, that everybody is in a very different place in their journey. And when you connect with others who are in a similar place, see that as an opportunity to connect and uplift one another, right? Or to relate to one another. Because oftentimes when we compare ourselves to one another, we can leave ourselves feeling down because we're at a different place in our journey, and that's okay, right? And our journey's not going to look the same as everyone's, right? So we have the King of Cups coming out here, and what I think is so interesting about this coming out is the King of Cups is definitely somebody with deep emotion. This is a dreamer. And also, by the way, gender is fluid in tarot, so please just take what resonates regardless of gender. But this coming out, as I was getting that message of don't compare yourselves to others and recognize that you're on a different place in your journey. Everybody's on a different place in their journey. So it's kind of like if you're kind of dreaming of what you want your journey to look like, or you're dreaming of where you want to be and you don't feel like you're there yet, it could make you feel a little bit down if you're seeing people who are in that place in their journey and where you want to be, and so just please remind yourself that, you wear your own crown, you have your own vibe and your own life and your own journey, your own destiny, your own struggles. Look at that, the sun coming out. Wow. Okay, first off, the sun trumps every card on the table every time. Okay, so keep that in mind. So the sun coming out, just to start off this reading after the King of Cups, is it's almost like, you may be a very deep feeler, deep emotions, big emotions, and with the sun coming out, it's like, I feel like you have the same depth of capacity for joy as much as you do for sorrow. And so I just feel like there's something about like loving yourself, is going to bring you more joy. Loving other people when they're in their places on their journey that's different from yours, loving them, you know, just the same, and maybe having like this sense of like, you know, optimism, okay, optimism about your journey, and optimism about, you know, maybe seeing people as an inspiration rather than competition, or seeing people as an inspiration rather than a source of sadness. You know, it's almost like allowing yourself to bask in, you know, somebody else's glow, right? If somebody else is shining and, you know, you don't really feel like you're shining that much, like enjoy that person's journey too. You know what I mean? Like, allow yourself to enjoy and be happy for other people. Basically, be happy for people, you know, if they're in that place. And also, it's like, I feel like that's going to bring you a lot of joy. So it's like loving others, loving yourself is going to really like turn I'm hearing turn that frown upside down. It's so cheesy, y'all, but no, I'm serious. Some of y'all might have been like going through a hard time, or you're feeling kind of like, you know, you're being hard on yourself, you're feeling like you're not getting what it is you want, or like you're not where you want to be in life, and Spirit is reminding you to just enjoy what it is that you do have and what you have accomplished. Enjoy experiencing and kind of like, you know, watching other people be happy and other people accomplish things. See them as a source of inspiration rather than a source of frustration, right? So next out we have the Chariot in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. So I think this is really interesting because the Chariot, first thing I saw was the Chariot in reverse. And I'm like, okay, so maybe you felt a little hung up or a little held up, right? Things have not necessarily been moving in the way that you would want or as quickly as you would want. So there's maybe a little bit of frustration around that, or you may be feeling like a little bit like, man, why aren't things working out? Or why aren't things moving forward? You know what I mean? Why da-da-da-da-da, right? Whatever your situation is. Hermit coming out in reverse is saying, open up again. You know what I mean? Shine your light. Don't be afraid to step out of the shadows, right? And you know, be seen, right? Because how are things going to move forward in your life if you are, you know, sitting in this place of self-isolation, or you're, you know, just only looking at people from a distance, but you're not like connecting with them. You know what I mean? Things like that. So I just think that's really interesting. My right ear is like really hot, which is like really strange. Usually it doesn't happen like just like one ear. I don't know. So that's kind of interesting to me. Maybe it's important to listen to other people's stories, that maybe you might learn something or you might be inspired. So Spirit is saying, step out into the light, step out of the darkness, take the light that you do have and shine it, you know, and I feel like things will start moving forward a little bit more. We're going to switch decks because I'm feeling inspired too. It's honestly, it's nice to be back, y'all. It's been a minute. You know, I've definitely been, you know, I can relate to this message a little bit. So let's go ahead and keep going. Let's think positive, blah-de-blah, you know, what do you got to lose? Why not? You know, why not be optimistic? You know, look at that. King of Cups in reverse. It's like you've just been feeling, you know, really emotional, like your emotions have been, you know, just up and down, or really like, you know, you've been feeling really sad specifically. So let's go ahead and get into this a little deeper. What is up, Spirit? What is up? Oh, also, if you're interested in checking out my other socials, all that's down in the description box as well. Just check out my link tree. That's where you can find my TikTok, my Instagram, and that's where you'll reach me for a personal reading. Also, if you want like a more in-depth one, I'm doing those for $15 for a personal. You know, I want to keep it accessible, affordable, but you know, y'all, I really don't mind doing you know, readings for free, because honestly, it's like, you know, it's a joy for me, and it's also, you know, it feels good to give. But at the same time, it's like, you know what, let's also honor our time and energy and our worth. And, you know, I think that's reasonable, you know what I mean? So let's do it. Let's, you know, let's support each other. So let's go ahead and get into this. Thank you, Spirit. What do we got going on? Look at that, Two of Pentacles. Okay, so regaining your balance. okay, creating a more balanced structure for yourself, taking what it is you have and working with it, you know what I mean? Like, work it. That's what I'm getting here. It's almost like you are more of you're more skilled than you give yourself credit for. I feel like if you are, you feel like maybe finances have been challenging, I know that's a really common theme because that's a lot of people are dealing with that right now. But it's kind of like, work with what you have, and make it look good. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm getting here is like, you know what? Put on a show. You know what I mean? Like, flex your muscles, like, show off your skills. Show off like the fact that you're very resourceful and ingenuitive, you know what I mean? You're creative. Like, look, this person, they even have like almost like a jester's hat on, where it's kind of like making the most out of what you have, making something out of nothing. The court jester was really revered actually, but they made a fool out of themselves for the king or whatever. But it's like, but they were also, it's almost like kind of that sense of like being in a like lower status but being valuable at the same time. So it's kind of that energy where you're like acknowledging that you're not where you want to be with this King of Cups energy, whatever, but that you still have all of this value. And this message has been coming up in the TikTok readings too. I just posted one if you want to go check that out too. Again, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I've kind of been in the shadows a little bit. I've taken a little break, but I'm stepping out. So here we go. 4 of Cups in reverse. All right. 4 of Cups is all about like apathy, not seeing the opportunities in front of you, not reaching out and grabbing them, just kind of like, feeling emotionally dissatisfied, blah, blah, blah. It's coming out in reverse, y'all. So it's like turn that frown upside down. Like, it's the dumbest message, just the way that it's coming through, but it's not a dumb message. It's a matter of like changing your perspective, changing your attitude, and being like, you know what, no more woe is me, blah de blah, I'm not where I want to be, blah de blah, because you're not going to get anywhere with that kind of attitude either. So, oh, hi, welcome to the stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. We love it. Welcome. So I'm just doing a collective reading to start and to kind of keep the flow going. And if you want a reading, you're more than welcome to jump in line. And all that info is in the pinned comment and in my description box if you want to know more. But yeah, the message so far is look to others for inspiration. Rather than letting them be a source of frustration. If you're not where you want to be in life, you may be able to learn from people who are at different places in their journey, where that maybe they've come into, themselves, and they are starting to weave their destiny and kind of take control of their life a little more. You may be able to learn from them rather than resent them, is kind of the energy that's coming through. So that's the message so far. But we're talking about kind of turning the energy around in your life by thinking more positively, not toxic positivity, but we're talking like, look at things through another perspective, try and change your mindset. So let's keep going, Spirit. What else do we have for the collective? It's a collective reading, all signs, okay? Wow, Queen of Cups in reverse. So we had the King of Cups come out already, okay, followed by the Sun card. And so the Sun card trumps every card on the table every time, y'all. Okay, so keep that in mind. So the fact that it came out at the beginning of the reading is just like letting you know. It's like a little tip of the hat, a little like, hey, no matter what turbulence is going on right now, there will be joy and abundance to be had here. But it's all about your perspective, because it's all around you all the time, and it's also within you, right? Cheesy as it sounds, right? So Queen of Cups coming out reverse is, again, this energy of like deep emotions. Gender's fluid in tarot also, y'all, please keep that in mind. So just take what resonates regardless of gender. But it's like, you may be like just going through it emotionally, okay? But you also have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands has been wanting to come out a lot in the readings I've been doing lately. And I think part of that is having to do with starting something new. Okay, so getting excited about something new and kind of leaving behind any heavy energy that's been just like weighing you down, making you feel hopeless or lost, and just realizing like, you know what, things aren't going to move forward in my life if I don't step out and be brave and work with what I have and change my attitude, right? Change my mindset. It's almost like the difference between feeling sorry for yourself and loving yourself, you know, because if you love yourself, it's like you're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that, you know, that you like do the most that you can with what you have to try and create a life that you deserve, right? So that's kind of the energy. So thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get into this. All right. And if you're an OG subscriber, by the way, I recognize your name. I am starting to just charge a wee bit for my readings. You know, I have enjoyed doing the free readings in the live streams, but I'm just trying to kind of open up myself to the idea of, kind of requesting a little compensation or a little donation in exchange, just trying to kind of get comfortable with that and open up to it a little bit more. So that's why we're doing $5 readings tonight. Happy Saturday, by the way. We just want to see what we can do, here. So, ooh, look at that. The Empress. We love it. Okay. The Empress is really the energy of abundance. Okay. The Empress is, all of the cards are archetypes. And the Empress is no exception. The Empress is an archetype of abundance. Okay. And being, receptive, right? Being open to receive, and being receptive also requires you to be vulnerable. So again, this idea of coming out of the hermit mode, coming out of the dark, I literally just heard out of the closet. Wow. Okay. Some of y'all, this is about opening up, right? And taking that light that you have, that you found in your time away, your time, looking within, taking it out and shining it into the world. And I feel like that's really going to increase abundance for you, because these two cards came out together. The Hermit in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. So it's like things have not been moving forward in your life, and here is a way to remedy that. Open up, step out, you know what I mean? Get out into the light and shine your light. And also appreciate others for the light that they're shining into the world, instead of seeing it as like, it's unfair or why not me and all this sort of thing. That's not going to get you anywhere. Move through those emotions, feel them. It's okay. It's normal. It's innocent. Okay. It's genuine, and it's natural to feel feelings like that, doubt, disappointment, frustration. But it's just like with this Four of Cups in reverse, you're letting it go. And that's definitely the advice that's coming through too. Beautiful. This is a beautiful reading, y'all, because this is life, as far as like moving through the challenges, moving through the turbulence, recognizing your self-worth and, putting in the effort and the time and the energy. I'm just hearing this train is like blowing its whistle right now. So it's like confirmation. That's right. It's time to get joyful, right? It's time to kind of like, recognize that maybe you are a deep feeler, and so you have just as much capacity to feel joy, okay, and bliss and contentment, and gratitude. So it's like if you can tap into those feelings of contentment and gratitude, I feel like that's also really going to help you, even just if it makes you feel better when you're going through the struggle. That I feel like that's not ever going to be a bad thing. So let's go ahead and keep going. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay. Just give me a moment, because okay. We're not going to give it any attention. And that's not me refusing, but in a way it is. Because you know what? We're not giving it any attention. I'm sorry. Moving on. Yeah. You know, I just want to say, Spirit's saying don't say it. Spirit's like, don't give it any attention. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull some love oracle cards. We're going to shake up the energy, okay? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let the light shine on us, honey. Let the light shine on you. And also, you know, shine your light. It's just, that's part of the vibe. That's part of the vibe. We're giving it no attention. Let's move on. Okay, thank you, Spirit. It's all a product of love, honey. That's all I'll say. It's all a product of love. That's all it is. And if you can find that within yourself, no matter the situation, you'll recognize it's all a product of love. It really is. Yeah. Even hate. You know, we got to learn to try and have forgiveness and recognize that everything is a product of love. I know it sounds fucking dumb, but it's the truth. It's the truth. If you look deep enough and you dig deep enough, I feel like you look hard enough, you're going to find that love. You're going to find it. Whether it was from another person or it was, you know, from you. So, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And this is why your thoughts are so important. And this is also why it's so important for you to find within you the part of you that can be happy in your current circumstances, right? That can be happy with how far you've come and where you are now and where you want to go, you know? And when you think of that and you focus on that and you start to let go of the apathy and you start to work with what you got and you're flexing and you're working and you're doing, you know, and you're opening up and you're being vulnerable and you're doing all these things, I feel like that's the energy is really going to start to flow. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. Forgiveness, you know, forgive the past, forgive yourself, forgive others, you know, having hate and disdain. It's just, you know. Okay. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Okay? Find that energy within you that is still flourishing and thriving and it wants to be expressed. You know what I mean? Like, direct your passion in a way that's going to make you feel like more in tune with where it is you're trying to go, the type of person you're trying to be, you know, what you want to see in your life, right? Okay, reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. I am going to end the reading. I know. Really quick, but that's the message I'm getting. So we're going to leave it there. I appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for being here and tune in again next time.